Okay, go ahead.
Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Good. Now I let you have your. Okay, you can say your screen and okay,
Wait, I do the whole thing or the questions?
do the whole thing, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James.
you have to show your
Okay,
professional.
okay.
Also introduce yourself. Okay. Your name, your race, where you live. Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait,
Show your slide.
did you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Make full screen.
It's
Good.
full screen, right?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Careful. Um, my name is James. I'm going to the 10th grade, and I live in Houston, Texas.
And what day today?
July 5th,
2024, right?
yeah, 2024.
Okay, go ahead.
The law of karma. James, what does karma mean? In Buddhism, karma means the principle that our actions, whether good or bad, lead to future consequences. An example is Daniel lied to his parents about sneaking out of the house at night. When they found out, they took all his when they found out, they took all his electronics and grounded him. Individual and collective karma. Individual karma, the specific things a person does and the consequences that directly affect their personal experiences and future rebirths. An example is a man stole credit for his coworker's work. He then loses their trust and gets fired at his job. Collective karma, the shared karmic consequences that affect groups of people. It starts from the combined actions of many people whose actions generate an outcome. Example is a small town is full of scammers. Later on, the town has a shortage of food and supplies for its people. What is karmic affinity? A positive example is in a past life, Tom and Max were colleagues in school and they always did their work together. In their present life, Tom and Max helped teach an elementary class together. A negative example is in a past life, Steve would always lie to and take advantage of his loved ones for his personal gain. In his present life, he ends up having difficulty forming any relationship with others. Positive karmic affinity is the beneficial connections and relationships formed as a result of good actions performed in past lives or in the present life. Negative karmic affinity is connections formed due to harmful or negative actions performed in past lives or in the present life. Loving kindness is a practice that involves cultivating an attitude of unconditional love and kindness towards all beings. Example is Sarah sees a student who looks lonely. She starts a conversation and invites him to a study group. He makes a lot of new friends. Compassion is a fundamental virtue and practice that involves recognizing the suffering of others and having the desire to alleviate it. Example is a man goes out of his way to help an elderly woman who struggles with daily tasks like cleaning or preparing meals whenever he can. The law of cause and effect. The concept of cause and effect refers to intentional actions and their subsequent results. In Buddhism, it is believed that positive actions lead to positive outcomes, Oh, negative action leads to negative outcomes. Example, because James forgets to set his alarm in the morning, he's late for work. Okay, we go to the questions now. My sister will answer these for me. All right, all right. What is karma? Read them all out and then answer.
A. An attitude of unconditional love to all beings. B. The principle that our actions, whether good or bad, lead to future consequences. C. Recognizing the suffering of others and wanting to elevate it. D. The connections and relationships formed as a result of actions in past lives or present life.
Wait, what do you choose?
D.
Uh,
Uh,
okay. Next question. Get to Max, okay? Oh, go. Oi! Okay. All right, Read it out.
okay. Which example is individual karma and collective karma? A. A small town is full of scammers. Later on, the town has a shortage of food and supplies for its people. B. I. Collective karma. B. A man steals credit for his coworkers' work. He then loses their trust and gets fired at his job. H. Individual karma.
Yeah, don't play con, don't play.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't play.
Good
Wow.
job. Good job. Okay. Read.
A. In the past life of Tom and Max were colleagues in school and they always did their work together. In their present life, Tom and Max help teach an elementary class together.
Which is H?
Yeah.
Okay,
B.
okay.
In a past life, Steve would always lie to and take advantage of his loved ones for his personal gain. In his present life, he ends up having difficulty forming any relationship with others. I.
Good job. Good job.
What
Okay.
is loving kindness? A. The principle that our actions, whether good or bad, lead to future consequences. B. Intentional actions and their subsequent results.
No, wait. No, I have to say this. What is loving kindness? Okay.
I already said that. Alright. C. Connections and relationships formed as a result of good actions performed in past lives or in the present life. D. Practice that involves cultivating an attitude of unconditional love and, and kindness towards all beings. That's a spelling error right there.
What?
Unconditional love and kindness.
Oh, yeah. This is. Wait. What's the answer?
D.
Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Good job.
What is compassion? A. Intentional actions and their subsequent results. B. Practice that involves having an attitude of unconditional love towards all beings. C. Fundamental virtue and practice that involves recognizing the suffering of others and having the desire to elevate it. D. Connections and relationships formed as a result of actions in past life.
What do you think it is, sister?
I feel like it's B.
No, wrong. It's C. No, go back. It's C. Fundamental virtue and practice that involves recognizing the suffering of others and having the desire to alleviate it. Next question.
What is the law of cause and effect? A. Intentional actions and their subsequent results. B. Practice that involves cultivating an attitude of unconditional love towards all beings. C. Recognizing the suffering of others and wanting to elevate it. D. The principle that our actions, whether good or bad, lead to future consequences.
What do you think is the answer, sister?
A.
Okay, let's see. Good try. It was D. The principle that our actions, whether good or bad, lead to future consequences. Okay,
The end.
that's it.
Oh, okay. So, what is the difference between love and kindness and compassion?
Loving kindness. It's just showing love wherever, loving kindness wherever and whenever, and compassion is like it's like when you see someone's like going through something, you want to make sure they're good,
Okay,
and they're
let me
good.
give you an
No?
example. You tell me which one is good, okay? Let's say
Okay.
that you see your friend feel down, right? I mean, emotionally down, right?
Yeah.
And you come and comfort that person and just listen to their and help them. Well, just sit there and let them do express their feeling. So, what is that? Which is that for loving kindness or compassion?
That's a compassion, right? Wait, right?
What do you think?
I think it's compassion.
It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Wait, what was the question?
Okay, you know the definition of loving kindness. It means that bring happiness to others.
Yeah.
Compassion. It means you
It's like
you
it's like when you see someone's going through something and you want to get rid of their problems.
yeah. That means when you see someone suffer, you help them. You rescue them or you help them to get out of that suffering.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that you come there and you just listen to that person, help them to, and let them do all the talk, so they can be able to express their feeling.
Yes.
So what is it? Is that love and kindness?
There's compassion, right?
It's tricky, yeah. It's tricky.
It's love and kindness.
When a person who have so depressed, right?
Yes.
After they express, what do they feel?
They feel sad. They
No, after they express all
oh, they feel better.
they feel much better, right? They feel
Yeah.
happier.
Yeah.
But it has to help them to get out that stage. No,
No.
not yet, right? Not yet.
Yeah.
So what is it to consider? Love and kindness or compassion?
Compassion.
No, love and kindness, right?
But
Because
uh
you compassion, that means you help that person to get out that state, but you haven't do that yet. That makes sense? You
okay.
only sit there and listen to their expression of suffering. You help
Okay.
them to feel better. That means feel more happier, right? That
Okay.
is the love and kindness. That makes sense?
Yeah.
But let's say that you help them to understand their emotional, right? And help them to reframe whenever they have a negative emotion coming up, you help them to understand that is the negative, help them to reframe to the positive, right? That's how you help them eventually. If they're using that technique, whenever they have a negative thought, they need to recognize the negative thought, right? And they know how to convert it into positive thought. Does it make sense? This
Yeah.
technique will eventually help them,
Help help them not be depressed.
yeah, to get out the depression, right? This
Yes.
is truly compassion. It will take time, but that is the compassionate action. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, which one is more important? Love
Compassion.
and compassion, right? It's not easy to have a compassion. Love and
Yeah.
kindness, people, it's not easy for the people, the common people to have that too. But love and kindness, it's easier to practice than compassion. Compassion, you need to have wisdom as well. Both of this, you need to have wisdom. What happens if you don't have wisdom and you try to help other people? What will
Um
happen to you and to them?
you could mess up.
How you mess up?
You could help
Make it
them.
worse.
You could try to help them, but then it would make it worse.
Yeah, you give
Mm,
them the wrong advice, right? Don't you think?
yes.
They will be end up in the wrong path, right? For example, let's say that just like the parent, right, and the children, if the parent always want the children on the certain way, right? Okay, you need to go to this school, you need to become a doctor, always force them to become a doctor. Is that truly loving kindness or truly compassion?
No,
Why not?
because you're forcing them to do something, even if they don't want to.
So what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Hmm.
Um, every person should be able to choose what they want to do.
That's right.
And
That's
yeah,
right. Because they are the one who live with that, let's say that they choose something, who will live with that profession
hmm,
for the rest of their life.
them.
Yeah, the person who chooses it, right? Not the person who forced them to choose. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If let's say that you are good at business and I force you to become engineering, can you be able to do it?
No.
No. And even though you try very hard, you might not be able to make it, right? That means I might make you become more depression, and at the end you might give up. And that's not good either, right? But if you are the one who choose the profession for your own, because you know which one is good for yourself, and of course we, the parent, need to give you an advice, but we should not force you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because we have more knowledge, we can advise you and you can make your own decision. That's important. So this is truly love and kindness. Yeah, yeah, good. Anyone have any question for him? Oh,
Any-
I have a one for you too.
Okay.
Okay, for the negative comment affinity, right?
Yes.
Let's say that if someone, let's say your between among your sibling, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Wait.
think how will
What?
among within the family, right? A family member. Do you think we always have the smooth connection, smooth relationship? No, sometimes we do have a rough relationship, right? And
Yes.
usually, what do we do when we have a when we have a rough relationship?
Uh. Uh.
We fight.
Fight.
We fight, right?
Argue. Yeah.
We react. Is that good to react?
No.
What happened when you react?
Then
Makes things worse.
and then your sibling reacts, and then
You make
it
things
makes
good
things
or you
worse.
make things worse?
Yeah.
You make things worse or you make things good?
Worse.
Right? Sometimes you
Mm,
break the relationship, right? And sometimes because of that, sometimes you two do not communicate for many years. Is that worth it?
mm-mm.
So the best way is to deal with the negative commit affinity. We need to learn to have wisdom, right? If you don't have wisdom, you cannot be able to handle this. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the one have no wisdom, even though they are very intelligent. Do you think intelligent people know how to handle this? Always?
Mm, no.
No. Remember, the intelligent people, they are very arrogant, right? The more arrogant they have, the more easy for them to get angry. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when they in the negative situation, they always react. Why?
Because they're not wise.
Well, that's
They're
correct, but
arrogant. They're arrogant.
they are very arrogant, right?
Mm,
Because they are proud of themselves so much. If that means if we don't do with the way they want, that means you hurt their ego. That makes sense.
yeah.
That means the intelligent people do not understand themselves. And they are very selfish. And that's what we call foolish, not wise. Even though intelligent people do a foolish thing, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
They damage the relationship. They harm each other because of the arrogance. Yeah. So then how do we be able to handle this?
We don't argue with each other.
Well, well, is that easy?
Oh.
If you don't have wisdom, you'll be able to do that? Be able to have patience?
Mm-mm.
No, it will get to your nerve, right?
Yes.
So, Tố Như, how do you handle it?
How do you handle like if your sibling arguing?
Not only
Yeah.
sibling, about any kind of
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Mm, I would talk it out
Yeah.
and be patient.
Is that easy to have patience when you don't understand other people?
No.
No, it's not easy. Is that easy that when you have the negative situation, easy to come up and talk to that person?
No.
No, not at all. So before you can talk, the first thing is you learn how to become patient. If you don't know how to be patient, whatever we do through mouth or through body, right? We will hurt the relationship even more. Only patient can be able to overcome those things. But in order to be patient, you have to have wisdom. No wisdom, no patience. You see, sometimes people think it looks like they are very patient, but they are not patient. You know why? Let's say that you work for a manager, right? And a manager who are very bossy, right? Always force you to do this and do that, but you don't like it, but you have no choice. But you have to follow it. You have to keep silent and keep do whatever they want. Is that considered to be patient?
Mm, I don't know. Wait, you just let them boss you?
No, let's say that the manager always bossy, right?
Yeah.
And they always want you to do something in their way, right? But sometimes it's not logical. Sometimes it harm the company, but they still want you to do it anyway. And you cannot talk back, and you have to follow him. That means you have to keep patient, silent, and do it. Is that considered to be patient?
No. Yes.
What do you think, Tố Như?
Oh,
Do you think it's patient? That's patience or not?
Okay, with that patient, right? It will be a timing bomb.
Mhm.
You know, timing bomb.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will explode, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When it explodes, you know what happened?
Um.
Everything is blow up,
Yes.
and no way for you to undo it, to fix the problem, right?
Mhm.
And when that happened, your boss say you bye bye. Okay, they will
Yes.
fire you, or you will sue him or whatever. That means we get into more hatred, right?
Yes.
More resentment. You see the world we are in right now, the war going on, right? Between
Yes.
Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Hamas. All the war going on because of what?
Because of Hate.
Hatred, right? Resentment. Due to their arrogance, right?
Yes.
Do they have any patience?
Do they have what?
Do they have
Patience?
any patience?
No.
No patience.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that who think that they are patient, they only suppress their feeling. They are not patient. But when the feeling become strong, it will explode. See it? So that is not true patience. In Buddhism, that kind of patience is not good. Right? So we have to learn how to be patient and how to forgive. That's important. I show you this so you can learn. Okay, I show you this. Okay. Boy. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think not this one. Sorry. Okay, give me 1 second. I have many PowerPoint, so I need to know where exactly. Okay. Okay. Okay, I will show you this. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. I teach psychology as well. So even though I don't have the psychology major degree, but it's okay. All right, let me see. Okay. Okay, I will show you how to manage your anger. Do you learn how to manage your anger?
No.
Oh, you. If you don't know how to manage your anger, then that's even worse. It will become exploded. Okay. If someone try to trigger you angry, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's say that someone yell at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means your eye contact that physical person, your ear hearing that person voice, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that means the contact between the eye and the physical person, the ear and the voice, the angry voice, we call the contact. The second one is we call the pay attention. You see attention from the mind. That means the brain. We pay attention to who? To the physical person of that one, and also the angry voice of that person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you pay attention to those things, the feeling of anger, it arrives very strong, very quickly. You don't even know. You cannot even catch it, right? When the anger of feeling becomes so strong, what happens? Can you be able to think?
Uh-uh.
No. Then what happened? All your thinking become positive or negative?
Negative.
Very negative. And that means the first thing is you will think in your mind, how dare this guy talk to me like that? Yell at me. How dare he? I will teach him a lesson, right? So when we have those kind of negative thinking, so the volition, that means the action of the mouth and the body, it means that the mouth will yell at back, right? Yell back at that person, and the body will violent. That makes sense?
Yeah.
This is the bad scenario. I will use the same example, do the positive scenario for you. Okay. So when someone yell at you, right? You see that person, that means your eye contact that physical person, and your ear hear the angry voice, that means the ear contact the voice. And your mind, that means the brain, pay attention to the truth, right? Your feeling of anger, this is very important here. It's become very strong. It's a right, very strong, right? When it arises so strong, what happened? At this time, you'll be able to feel. How do you see your anger from physically?
Um, um,
How do you see the anger physically?
in your face,
Yeah, your face become very
red,
hot,
angry.
very
Yeah.
hot, right? You feel the heat on your face, right? Don't you think? And you see your hand is holding the two fists together like this. And it's shaking. Your body is shaking, don't you think?
Yeah.
And at that time, you realize you are angry. If you are quickly enough, you'll be able to form the thinking in your mind like this. I will show you. If you be able to think in your mind like this, what kind of thinking you need to have? Okay, here. This is the magic word you need to learn
Yeah.
in your word, in your mind. I know I am angry. Right? Anger is not me. I am not the anger. Why should I get angry? Yeah.
I don't get.
You
I know.
understand this?
Yeah.
That means you admit it, you realize in your mind, did from your mind. You realize that right now you are, I know I'm angry right now, right? I'm
Yeah.
angry right now. That means you realize you see it. You see your own thought, right?
Yes.
But anger is not me. Is that true?
Yeah.
That anger is your emotion, emotion, feeling is your.
No.
Why not?
It's temporary.
Yeah, it come and go, right? It's not you. Why the people get angry? Because they always think their feeling is there. Does it make sense?
Yes.
That's why they get angry. But the anger is not us, right? They come and go. They don't last forever. I am not the anger, of course, right? Why should they get angry? Once you be able to say it in your mind, that means you give yourself a few seconds to say it, then that means your anger, you know what? Your anger, tension reduce rapidly, even disappear. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This is the magic. Then you mean you see that your tension of anger, it will rapidly reduce. Your anger tension rapidly reduce or even disappear. And now this is considered to be positive or negative thinking.
That's positive.
Very positive. Then you don't have any resentment. You don't have any anger in your mind. And you know what? The next thing is you say to your mind, you know what? If I'm going to say anything back to that person, just like I pour the gasoline into the fire and make the fire burn stronger, I should not do that. So that means you have a rational, you can think rationally, rationally, right? I should, so basically I should walk away. So that's what he think. And you know what? That means the perception, right? That is the perception. That means the thinking. Now, after the thinking, because this one is control the body and the mouth, right? That means the action of the body and the mouth is he keep his mouth shut and he just walk away. Does that make any trouble?
No.
No trouble, right? This will help you get out of anger and you can be able to practice the patience. How do you be able to practice the patience? That is the tricky too. Okay. You have to learn how to forgive. Okay. How do you forgive? I also can teach you all this thing here. When you have read, all this thing come up. Okay. When you have anger, this thing, all this thing come up. Let me see. Let me see. Mm. Oh God. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see the story. I think about the consonant, but right now. Mm. Mm. Let me see. Oh, not this one. Okay. Okay. Mindfulness. Let me see. Two friends. Let me see two friends. Ah, did I see the two friends here? Oh, okay. Let you read this or you see this one.
Which one? Oh.
Ah, ah. Whatever. My internet. Hold on. Let me see why it takes so. Okay, okay. Now. It's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay.
My internet is slow.
Two friends were walking through the desert. Two friends were walking through the journey. They had an argument. At one stage in their journey, they had an argument. They had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, he wrote in. Two friends were walking through the desert. At one stage in their journey, they had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, he wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." They kept on walking until they found an oasis, where they decided to have a wash. The one who had been slapped got stuck in a mire and started drowning, but his friend saved him. After he had recovered from his shock, he wrote on a stone, "Today my best friend saved my life." The friend who slapped and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in the sand and now you write in stone. Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand, where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in stone, where no wind can ever erase it." And the moral of the story is, you should value those who you have in your life more than the things or your pride that you have in your life. Cherish you.
Yeah, what do you understand from the story?
That there was two friends. They were going somewhere, and then they got into argument. And one kid's friend, he slapped them. and then he wrote it in sand. He said, my best friend,
Who wrote?
the one that got slapped,
Mm-hmm.
he wrote it in sand. He said, my best friend slapped me today. And then later on, the one that got slapped, he got into some trouble and he got stuck and his friend saved him.
Mm.
And then after that, um he wrote it in stone and said, my best friend saved me today.
Mm. So, okay. So, what does that mean?
When he wrote it in sand, he was saying like he wrote it in sand because wind wind can wash it away, like how you can forgive people, and in stone is like wind can't get rid of it, of all the good things.
Huh? No, 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 no. Well, you messed up. You messed up. Tố Như, help him a little bit.
What's the question?
Yeah. So, what is why the one got slapped, right? He wrote it on the sand, and when his friend saved him, he wrote it on the stone. What is the meaning of the two?
For the sand, it means that over time he can be forgiven. And then for stone, it's like it stays with you. Like you remember that part of life.
Yeah, always remember the one who did good to you, right? Always remember that. But when someone hurt you,
You can forgive them.
yeah, always forgive them. So if we don't forgive, what does that mean? We have a resentment, right?
Yes.
When we have a resentment, hatred, who will that suffer most?
Us.
Yeah, not the other one. We are the one who suffer the most, right? When you angry or when you have a hatred against other, just like we are the one holding the hot charo, giống như you holding the fire on your hand. Your fire, you know who will burn, and you try to holding the fire on your hand, try to roll the fire to the other. Do you think who will get burned first?
Me.
Yeah, the fire will burn you first, right? Because you are the one who holding the fire
Yeah.
and try to roll that fire to the other friend. But you know what? We are the one who get hurt first. Okay. So always have loving kindness and compassion. But in Buddhism, we have a lot of remember hatred never end with hatred. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Only loving kindness and compassion, eventually the hatred will die out. Okay, today we will stop right here. Before we stop, I want you to, but you did good job today.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you, okay, okay. I want you to do this. Go ahead.
Read that. May I read this one?
Yep.
May every living being in our minds as one and radiant with light share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find and give in unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night, because our hearts are one. This world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Okay, thank you. Any question for me?